Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. Well, guys, thank you so much for all the stuff you guys are sending in. You're sending in a lot of stuff and a lot of things, as we're going to see with that blue mystery, whatever it is, up in the sky. But apparently, many of you got screenshots of this thing. There's a lot of things to take a look at here. And so, this is Omaha, Nebraska. There's a lot of strange happenings on Omaha right now. For one, now obviously that cloud that we were first looking at is kind of crazy. I noticed this, and Andrew sent this in, Andrew in Omaha, and he didn't mention anything about this, but this almost looks like writing to me over here. Maybe somebody was doing some writing in the sky, I don't know. Reality is getting more bizarre by the day, guys. And I think we're questioning everything. I was just listening to this one scientist, Suspicious Observers, had mentioned him in a video, and again questioning the fact that the sun is, or basically bringing up the point that the sun is not a gaseous ball, and everything, including a theory of relativity, could be completely undone. What is our reality? It feels like it's changing. It feels like our perceptions are changing. We're uncovering all sorts of crazy phenomenon as we check it out. So we got writing over there. Look at this. Look at that. Chemtrailed, I guess. Surprised Zeke didn't bark when he heard that. And then when you look at the sun, I mean, to me it's so apparent that it's not perfectly lined up, and we'll take a look again in some other photos. It makes me think of that other video from the video the other day. And I know a ton of people checked out the first video on the blue Kachina, whatever it is, spaceship. I'm starting to lean towards spaceship more all the time, honestly. But not as many people checked out the second one, and there's some really good info, good stuff in that second one, so I encourage you guys to check out the second one as well. And it doesn't look like the sun simulators, sun with the whatever it is from Nibiru Nemesis system are perfectly lined up at times. We're definitely seeing something else up there. I really do feel like that more all the time. We have a lot of photos that we're going to uncover. Let's first go over here. And this is another video that's showing whatever it is, a planet, another sun, a mothership, a moon, but it's not the moon. It's different. Close to the sun, so we're seeing this time and time again. And I want to thank again everybody that's sending all this stuff in. There's so much stuff. Omaha, let's go back to Omaha, Nebraska, and this is Ruby up in Omaha, Nebraska. And let's see if I could get this going. So they're doing testing of sirens, and so we've had people noticing a lot of stealth bombers for one, and then also testing of sirens, which they don't usually do multiple times a month, is what I'm getting from people that live there. And so something seems to be up that as far as that goes. There's definitely heightened military activity going on, and people are sending comments like, I saw 4 stealth bombers today in the Florida Keys. 3 went by 5 minutes later, 3 went by the other way with 1 behind it. Why does everybody have to be fighting all the time? How much time and money and energy are we putting into destroying each other? Why don't we make each other's lives a better place? And I couldn't agree more. There's a lot of people that are seeing stealth bombers in various areas. And so the military appears to be on heightened alert. And we have more of these X's coming in from all different places as well. X is in a circle, and it's part of something much bigger. And I have to get back in contact, and I will, with Tony, who I call him Tony the Cross Guy, because he has a lot of info on this, and he doesn't want to come on and be interviewed, but he just wants to share more info, which I will relay to you guys, as he kind of wants to remain anonymous. But there's more people coming in with these photos than just Tony. There's tons of people coming in. Now, look at this. Now, I'm getting a lot of these from various sources as well. People that have taken screenshots of whatever this is, and here you could see it clearly. So a lot of people saw this and were watching the International Space Station feed when it all of a sudden blacked out. And so a lot of people took screenshots, which, hey, smart thing to do, good thinking. Thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for sending it in. As we could see, there's something here. The shape, it does make me wonder, maybe it is Sun Simulator related. It looks to me like this is a manufactured object. And if you look over here, is this all part of the object trailing behind it? Is this a huge ship? Is this a big mother ship? Look, now that almost looks a little reddish back here. I don't know. I can't tell if this is something trailing behind it or separate objects. We could play with some colors. This is not part of the ISS. Somebody has left a comment saying, basically this is just part of the ISS. I don't see that, how that could be. So if we add more light, I see black in between, but it does look like there's two more objects right behind it. There's black there. There's something there. That's definitely something. It almost looks like you could see a line here, like a ridge. This almost looks like it's protruding. I wonder if that's a big panel. And then what's this dark spot in the middle? But if you look at it here, there's almost like a line right there. And I'm kind of seeing something that almost looks pointy, like a turret. But maybe you guys will have a better idea what we got going there. That definitely looks like something. I don't think that's nothing. And if that's CGI, then it's NASA's CGI, because now I've gotten like more than half a dozen of these from different people that are all showing the same thing. So that's that one. And we got a lot of sunshots that, obviously chemtrailed skies. A lot of times when we just play with the light a little bit, you could start to see that the sun's not perfectly round, especially as if it's not perfectly lined up. I mean, that's not a perfectly round sun. As we can see with that one. Now here's another one. Now this one was taken, this is like right before it comes into view, or it's just starting to, and you can see it outlined right there. See just in the distance. And then we have a lot of X's, as you're going to see. That's another one with it coming into view. And the X's everywhere in the circle. And so Tony was, saying this goes way back, and we'll look more into it as well with that whole phenomenon going on. It's part of the sign of the times and what's happening. And again, it's not a perfectly round sun, and of course they're chemtrailing right in front of it, conveniently. Chemtrails everywhere, and again, look at how the sunlight's diffused. It makes you think that, again, they're not lined up properly. There's two objects. Here again, same sort of phenomenon. It's almost looking pretty straight lined, but again, the clouds are right there, which create distortion. Chemtrails, more chemtrails. Same sort of thing going on, trying to block the light from the sun, distorted. Chemtrails again. And so this is interesting because, this is, if you look at this, we see the cloud in front of the moon, but then it almost gives the effect that the cloud's behind the moon too. And, again, just questioning reality as a whole. And, when are we looking up and seeing a real moon, a real sun, and when we're looking up and maybe seeing a simulation now that they've leaked to us? China's making both. There's declassified documents for the sun simulator going back many decades even. We gotta, do you guys feel like I do? Like, it almost has your head spinning with all these wild things we're experiencing. Very cool, but that wraparound effect, interesting as well. And then this is not the moon, this is actually that mystery object that we're seeing all the time, like we saw in the other video. And here's a still that's, again, that same sort of phenomenon that we're seeing in that video again, of that planetary body, stellar body, whatever it is. And another one. So, people are catching this. There's been so many videos coming in, and this is Trevor, and you can see he's got his Merkaba up here with the guy meditating. I am light, heaven within. To EEA family, come as you are, be as you wish, feel it now. It's beautiful. Thank you, Trevor. As always, he's very positive. And again, a chemtrailed sky. I don't think this is the one that has that weird little object in it. No. Where is it? Yeah. There. What is that? Is that a drone? As we look at it, almost looks like a classic flying saucer from right here. So, yeah, what is that object? And I'm not sure, I don't even think the person that sent this in noticed this, because they were just taking a picture of, again, chemtrails and the sun, and just said check out what they're doing in the skies. And when I was looking at it, I've seen this, and I saw this. Now this one's from Nebraska, I believe. And I've seen this same similar object, same type of thing, in North Carolinas, with some photos as well. So it's definitely something there. What that is, I don't know. Kind of like from this angle, almost looks like a classic saucer when you think about it. Definitely an object. And we have a couple more. Again, same thing, chemtrails covering a distorted sun. Now this is interesting. This is some sort of bizarre ice crystallization going on. And many people have been grabbing snow and melting it, or trying to melt it, and finding it burns. And so the question is, what is this normal? This type of ice crystallization, or is this perhaps something that's coming about because of all the whatever it is in the chemtrails? Very interesting. Something the person hadn't seen before, so wanted to send in photos and share. And again, a little bit more of the same. And there you go. This is still from what we started with that crazy, massive chemtrailed sky. And so, what do you guys think? What's your thoughts on all this? I mean, now we see there's so many people that have gotten these screenshots of that blue object. And we got more X's on houses. We have more of the second sun thing. What's going on, guys? Keep them coming. Keep sharing with us, and we'll keep analyzing it together and come up with, our own theories together and unravel all this. There's a lot going on right now. These times are interesting, are they not? So my friends, as always, thumbs up to support the channel. Go ahead and subscribe and join the family. Click the bell so you get all the notifications as well. And share. Let's share and wake up more people and get more people sending in what they are experiencing, what they are seeing, and we'll figure this all out together. As always, my friends, God bless and namaste.